Hey, what's up, Rico gang? Welcome back to my channel. All right, so today I want to do something I don't usually do. Most of my videos are fact-based and never really opinion-based, and honestly, because I never really thought nobody would even care about my opinion. And honestly, I still feel like no one cares about my opinion, but I'm gonna offer it to you anyway. Because one of the main questions I get, one of the main questions in the sneaker world is just period. Like, a lot of people ask me like, bro, what's your opinion on replicas? Or what's your opinion on UAs, which basically is unauthorized authentic. So let's jump right into it. So first, y'all know how I do. Let's unpack the definition of each one of those, all right? Let's start with replica. And I want to start by telling you replica is really just a fancy name for fake, knockoff, counterfeit, whatever you want to call it. But I'm gonna read you off the actual definition, all right? Replica, it's a noun and it's an exact copy or model of something, especially one on a smaller scale, okay? Now, here's the thing with replicas. Especially the shoes, they are actually getting better and better at replicating the original, the authentic Jordan sneaker. These replicas are usually produced in China. Now I need you to keep that piece of information in your back pocket because that is definitely gonna mean something later on in this video. Make sure you watch to the end. Now I really haven't seen it with sneakers, but I know with bags, there's actually different grades of replicas, all right? So there's a grade A replica and there's a grade D, and grade A obviously is closer to the original, made with better materials, looks closer to the original, but still a replica in fact. Now, here's the head scratcher with me, and honestly, this just don't make sense to me, bro. Some grade A replicas are worth just as much as the original, which once again, I don't get it. I don't understand. Now, here's the thing with replicas with fakes. You can usually spot them, especially if you have a trained eye and you know exactly what to look for. They usually have some sort of error that you can tell. Like, I know engraving is one thing that you can always tell on a replica. They're just overall low quality, made with cheaper materials, and like I said, if you have the eye for it, you can tell. However, like I said earlier, they are getting better and better at producing replicas. Like, ask around, the university blue ones, that wave of replicas look exactly like the originals, and dare I even say better. And honestly, for that reason, there's a large amount of sneakerheads that are moving towards wearing replicas simply because they don't like how botters and resellers have completely exploited the sneaker market. All right, so now let's unpack the definition of the UA sneakers, the unauthorized authentic sneakers. And I'm gonna actually read it off for y'all. So UA stands for unauthorized authentic. UA shoes are basically Nike Jordan brand shoes, but are never officially contracted with those companies to be made. UA shoes are usually made in the same factories with the same materials and the same workers that make the official retail pairs. Now first let me tell you this, the concept of a UA sneaker, that's actually new to me. I always thought there was real and there was fake, which basically is replicas now. Now, here's what stands out to me about that, right? Is that they said it's made in the same factories, the same materials, the same workers, the same process that make the official authentic pairs, right? That's interesting. And if that idea is confusing to you, let me go ahead and break it down. So let's say I own a shop, right? I own a factory, right? And I can mass produce this shoe right here, right? Jordan/Nike would come to me and say, hey, Rico, bro, we need 20,000 pairs and we need them made through your factory. Here's the materials, here's how much we can pay, blase, all the logistics and stuff like that. So basically, I would take my factory already has workers and all of that. I would take that contract from Nike and Jordan and say, okay, I will do it. I'll create those 20K pairs, right? That's basically how Jordan and Nike like actually contract factories overseas to make the shoe. Now, let's go back to the scenario where I own one of those factories, right? Let's say Nike did a 20K pair contract with me, right? And I had some leftover materials, and so I'll produce 25K pairs. Well, then 5,000 of those are unauthorized authentic. Now, with that being said, here's the thing. If you're rocking a pair of UAs, nobody really knows unless you say something, unless you tell them. Because once again, they are produced by the same factories, the same people who make the originals. These are not to be confused with grade B Jordan shoes, all right? Because what those are authentic sneakers. However, those are the ones that get messed up somehow. I know on the recent run of the Carmines, you might catch a lot of grade Bs just in the future scattered around at different department stores because there was paint coming off and the midsoles came out pink or whatever. Those are grade Bs. Those are Jordan based basically saying, oh, we can't waste the money, so we're gonna go ahead and sell them for half price or a discounted price. And so you'll usually, so when you hear people talk about, especially if you're into sneaker flipping and you've watched the videos where people say, hey, I found some retros in a Marshalls or Ross, and you're like, no way, I never find retros there. It's rare, but on occasion, those type of stores do get the grade B retros. All right, so that brings me to why you're here. First, here's my opinion on Replica. First, before anything, I'm a firm believer in this, bro. Do what makes you happy, do what you like, wear what you like, buy what you like. And especially if you're one of those people who are just fed up with the sneaker market, fed up with the botters, with those evil resellers, then trust me, I get it 100%. Do you, bro? Would I personally advise someone to rock replicas or buy replicas? No, I wouldn't. That's just not my thing. That's not something I ever believed in. Even if it's not a matter of if you can afford them, I just always was of the mindset that if you can't get the real thing, then don't go buy the fake one. That's just me. However, I completely understand why people do it. Once again, my opinion on replicas, they're cheaply made, they don't hold up well, they just aren't a good product, period. Now, for my resellers out there who've asked me before, like, what do you think about reselling replicas? That's okay. If you're gonna do that, that's okay. However, please stick around. Don't just take that's okay. You have to scream from the mountaintops that, hey, I'm selling replicas, because if you're a reseller and you want to be a reseller of authentic shoes, you cannot get caught close anywhere near any replicas, because that can damage your reputation. And being authentic is basically the only leg you have to stand on as a reseller. So once again, if you're a reseller and you want to resell replicas, cool. Obviously, there's a huge market of people that are looking for replicas and that'll buy replicas. In fact, I could honestly see somebody being able to make some money hustling, simply because if you can find out what are the most popular replicas and then you can order them from China and have them already stateside, I think people would pay premiums to not have to wait to get it from China. So that's definitely a hustle if you can do it. So that's definitely not something I'm telling you that you shouldn't do or you can't do. I just want you to be clear about the fact that, hey, I sell replicas, I don't sell authentic shoes, and you should be fine. Next questions. Are UAs fake? No, they're not fake, because once again, they're made by the exact people who make the originals. They are just what they're called, which is unauthorized. Now, I've heard that some UAs pass legit checks, and I've heard that some don't. I've seen some sold for around the retail price, which, hey, I completely understand, I guess, if it's the same quality, and I've even seen some lower. Here's my problem with UAs, and the only thing that's kind of weird about them is that, like, how can we confirm that they're UAs? How can we say that these aren't a really good pair of replicas? You know what I'm saying? So that's my only thing with UAs. Now, UAs more so than replicas, I don't see a harm in rocking UAs, because once again, if you don't say nothing, nobody could even tell. But with reselling, like I said, as long as you say, hey, these are UA sneakers and that's what I got and that's what I'm specializing in, then you should be fine. Also, I want to know how y'all feel. I want to know what y'all think about replicas, about unauthorized sneakers. I want to know how y'all feel about all that. So please let me know in the comments. Now, I talked about those evil, just wrong resellers, bro. I talked about those bad, terrible resellers, bro. And I actually have a video where I'm trying to be one of those terrible, bad people. Meet me over in that video. Love everybody out there. Let's get it.